My dad played football. I grew up in a small farming community where really everything was community-based around sports. As a 5 or 6-year-old kid, I can remember I was holding the gate for my dad. He was feeding cattle, we were doing chores, and I remember telling him that I'm gonna play professional sports. Pretty audacious for a kid from that small of a farming community to have that dream, but needless to say, it was a dream. And there's kids all over our country that had that same dream. And then to get your name called in the first round of the draft was unbelievable. Just to know you're coming to a local football club, I mean, like Minnesota, just being a couple hours away from where I grew up was a really unique opportunity. Really, my idea of giving and giving back really started in my community back home, and really was the idea of my parents. Giving back wasn't necessarily a money thing for them. It was about what we had, our resources. My parents would provide food through our churches to different families over the holidays that needed a meal. It really stuck with me, and it was something that when I now have my own foundation, I realized how big of an impact that had on me and that want and need to do something for somebody else. We wanted to focus on children that had disease, that we wanted to focus on, yes, that kid, but that entire family, the dynamic that really happens with these families. When you have one ill person, it changes for everybody. We start meeting the families and the people that we get to work with through our foundation. It's just, they're amazing people.
Hi, this is Obadiah doing a little Lead the Way Foundation. Chad Greenway.
I had seen him on camera and kind of been around him, but I had no idea the type of kid he was. The kid's got so much zest for life and just such an appeal just with his personality. It's infectious.
I've been a Vikings fan since I was 5 or 4.
We had Obadiah come to one of our events and let Obadiah speak on his experience at the Field of Dreams event that we put on.
Being part of the foundation has been it's been fun, it's been amazing, it's been gracious, it's been unbelievable.
And he gave us an event that was truly one of a kind and our best event we've ever had since the existence of our foundation started. And when I was asked to do this, to work with Bridgestone on these Super Bowl tickets and knowing we've worked with so many different families through our foundation, it kind of becomes a hard thing to determine, how do you pick? So when a kid came to mind that is a huge football fan and somebody that would truly enjoy it, it was without a doubt Obadiah. The kid deserves it, he's a great kid, and I cannot wait. So I thought you were pretty amazing. The one thing you did, Obadiah, was you really inspired me, you know? You know that? You know why?
Why?
Because you have an ability to get up in front of people and tell them what you think. You know how hard that is to do? So because you're such a great kid and we love working with you, with Bridgestone and our Lead the Way Foundation, we want to give you 2 tickets to Super Bowl 52. What do you think about that? Huh? What do you think about that?
Thank you.
During my career, my dad fell ill to cancer and I lost him in 2014. And to watch my parents go through that together and then, to watch him battle for 2 years, my hero battle something for 2 years and end up kind of losing that battle. I just know and had conversations with him. Things I was doing off the field really made him more proud than anything I was doing on the field. They may forget about the amount of tackles that you played, but they know you left an impact in the community and you were an elite person off. And I think that's something that was really important to my wife and I.
It's cool to be a part of a person's life who used to play for a football team.
There's just so many great parts of football and what it means to bring people together.